Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your talking say? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Oh, say
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your
Say
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey.
You know you love me. Hey, gatekeepers, happy Tuesday. Happy first day back after y'all done been out there partying, drinking, and canning. I know y'all been cutting up all weekend. Child, let me tell y'all something. Let me jump right into something. Right now, I feel like Rick James when he was at that award show that time and he said, and for that girl back there in the back, I'm Rick James. Baby, I almost had a situation this weekend, so let me speak on it since I know people probably hiding up in the bushes. Girl, let me tell you something. You will never put your foot back through my doorstep ever again. Run tell that. All right, welcome back, gatekeepers. Yeah, I mean it though. Baby, don't never let nobody get you pulled out of character because I almost got pulled out of character this weekend. I did. But let us be grateful that I did not. I did not. Anyway, I'm glad to be back over here with y'all. Y'all know what time it is over here already. I know y'all done miss being over here behind these gates, over here being nosy down to the Fairmont Crest Country Club and all that. I know y'all have. There's been so much going on. Confusion, mess, lies, hallucinations, or is these sightings of somewhere from another world? If it is, I done told y'all I ain't about to mess with it no more. Poison plots, side chick situations, people making decisions about to ruin their own lives. I don't know. Just things happening, doing. It's been so much. So settle in, hit the like button on your way in because you know that's the least you can do. Now, if you would like to send a gift to the channel by way of the Cash App, you see it scrolling. You see it. $. So what you thinking? THINKIN. You send a couple dollars, Miss Jen. Here's a cup of coffee, Miss Jen. Here's a couple dollars on a gallon of gas. Woo! Talking about gas, child. I had to put gas in my car today, and I got a car to be. I got a gas burner. Okay, I got SUV, so you know that thing be burning that gas, baby. It do. But anyway, y'all settle on in, and like I said, if y'all want to do a little something for the chancellor, give a little thing, do something, then go ahead. Let them use you. Shout out to all of those who are in the replay gang. You know, you hold a special power because you have control of the hype button. Yes, you do. When we're here live, it's not even around for us. It only shows up for those of you who show up in the replay gang. So if you're listening to this later while you washing dishes or laying down or getting ready for work this morning, you in a bad mood or whatever, stop and do something for Miss Jen. So let me hype up this video for Miss Jen. How do you do that? It's down by the comments. You got to swipe and then it's going to say hype. And then you're going to swipe and then it's going to say hype. They make you work for it. But go on and do it. Why don't you? Thank you, Miss Elaine, for that $5 super sticker. Thank you so much for the love and for the support. We missed you Friday. And thank you so much for the love and for the support. I do appreciate you. Now, today's episode was one of them episodes, right? Wait a minute. I got to say hey to the gang and all of that. I'll come back around because I'm going to go through and say hi to everybody. But anyway, today was one of those episodes where everybody is smiling in your face while quietly ruining your life behind your back. That's what I do like about Beyond the Gates. It's a lot of behind your back stuff going on. And on a show like this, we like that. Not in real life, but we like it on here. Now let me get down here first of all and see who all's in here of my gatekeeper gang that's down here typing in the doggone comments. Where's my romper room mirror? Oh, here it is.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Well, in my romper room mirror, I see Miss Lil, and she says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, gatekeepers and mods." Hey, Miss Lil, and cousin Linda, Miss Linda Bias Barnett is down there typing in the comments as well, and she says hello and reminds you guys to smash that like button. She says hello to cousin to me, to Tony Lynn, and to all the ODs. Peggy's in the house as well, and she says, "Hey, Linda Mods, Miss Jen, BTG gang, I'm here early, girl. Woo!" Myrtle Tister is also in the house, and she says, "Hello, Miss Jen, gatekeepers, and to the mods, hello to you too." Missy Lane is in the house. She also sends her greetings to a few of y'all and says, "I hope everyone enjoyed their long weekend." Miss Belinda Hill says, "Hello, Miss Jen, Tony Lynn, Elaine T, gatekeepers, mod squad, happy Taco Tuesday." Of course, I hit the like button on the way in. Why? Because I'm the officer of the doggone like, but you know that's what I'm about to do. And we thank you for that. Elaine says she's on cloud nine after her New York Knicks got into the finals after 27 years. Did they? I don't watch the sports like that, but congratulations. So I'm gonna pull for them for you, Danny Lane. If I watch the game, I'm gonna be pulling for the Knicks all the way. Raven Maniac says, "Hello, fellow gatekeepers, Miss Jen, Mod Squad. I'm over here patiently and poignantly pondering the events of the week as I take my seat. I will try to be discreet while sipping on my BTGT." Thank you so much for that, and hello to you, Raven Maniac. Bilo Didi's in the house as well, and she says hello. Let's see who else is in here. Kelly Yes is in the house. She says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, mods, and to the chat." Wait, I gotta turn my ceiling fan on. It's hot up in here. And C76B21 says, "Hey everybody, hey C76B21. How you doing? How you doing?" Rhonda Reed is in the house as well, and she says, "Hello everyone. Hey Rhonda girl." Bilo Diddy said, "Who we gotta jump?" Girl, we ain't gotta jump nobody. I just had to go and pray and let it pass. Cause baby, we almost had it, okay? If I hadn't made a different choice, let me tell you something. People need to know that you may think you know somebody, but you don't know me like that. Walking off was the best thing I could do for you and for everyone else who would have been involved. Cause girl, but I do, like I said though, you run tell this, you will never walk back through my doors again with nobody. Not with your mama, not with another family member, not with nobody. Will you never come through my doors again? Okay, now. But Raven Maniac says Doug is the ghost. I ain't even trying to talk about that. Missy Lane gave us that $4 super sticker. Thank you, lying girl. Miss Jen always hype you up whenever I'm allowed. Thank you so much, Belinda. I've had it up to here with the Haley Poison bill. Right. Let's get to it or not. Miss Jen, we got you like the WW SmackDown. Child, I got my own sock full of quarters. People that speak nickels and dimes and pennies. You know what? I'm trying to tell you. I'm ignorant. I present as very nice, but I'm ignorant when provoked. Ignorant. Do you understand me? I be daydreaming about what I'm about to do. Visualizing. I'm worse than Deanna in that hallway, baby. I'm just saying. Play with somebody else. Don't play with me. I would say some more, but I ain't gonna say no more. Except a ninja better be glad. A ninja better be glad. Cause I'm still mad. I ain't went on bust a move. I'm still mad I ain't went on bust a move. But you gotta make smarter choices as you get older. You have things to lose. You don't want to do all that. But baby, don't think just because I let you slide that you can ice skate. Try me one more time here. And I'm gonna show you how to really do the thing. And by that I don't mean any act of violence. Just keep on playing. You're going to find out. All right. Anyway, let me move on. Let's unlock these gates, child. Because I'm just saying that because I know people be lurking down in the thing over here listening. See, I wonder if it's going to be Mitch and was and is. And I'm talking to you. All right. Now, anyway, let's unlock these gates and see what had happened was today. Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. See, if you had you some business, you wouldn't have to be over here lurking in my bushes and carrying on. Find you something to do. Find some non-ignorant people to play with. I ain't who you want to play with. And I'm going to leave it up in case you want to play it for anybody else. All right, now let's get on in here and see what happened. Because, child, I'm about to tell y'all my nerve was gotten on. Anyway. If only y'all knew. You know what? You know what? You know what? In the membership, I might go and tell the story. I might go and tell the story in the membership. Okay, now hold on. Make people pay some money. I know you ain't talking about me. I am talking to you about you. Because, anyway, let me go and get on this thing now. Let me get on here. So the episode opened up, right? With Nicole and Vanessa talking, and Nicole is trying to convince Vanessa that maybe Donnell doesn't genuinely hold on now. Why is this on my screen? Okay, thank you. Maybe Donnell don't genuinely like Joey the way she think he do. Maybe he just trying to keep the peace because Vanessa is grieving and he just want to see you happy, girl. I mean, you know. But that don't mean he probably really like that man. I mean, why should he like that man? Because you delusional. You know, as a friend, don't you think you should go and tell your friend, child, you delusional? Because you could tell me. You could. Belinda said, meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon. Okay, anyway. Nicole, I think you should just go on and give Vanessa the raw dog. But you know why you won't? Because right now, you know you're doing some mess. And she know you're doing some mess. So you can't really speak freely to your friend. And you're letting your friend do too much. But girl, go ahead. Because you're a therapist and everything. And later on, she's going to be like, why you didn't tell me? And you a therapist. Well, you know, Vanessa, when you can't tell nobody nothing, then they can't tell you nothing. That's just the way it had to go. But you could tell me anytime, anywhere, any place, any time. Ain't no conversation I can't handle. Go on and say what you got to say. Now, Nicole also told Nessa, she said, I'm also going through something similar because, my kids, I don't really know how they're going to react to, if I go on and choose one of these many men that I got going. You got a lot going on. So Nessa was like, well, girl, how is it working out with that little thing going on with you and Ted? She was like, well, see now. And then she got a blip blip on her phone, so she didn't have to continue talking about that. Girl, you know what? The phone saved you, girl. The phone saved you. But I will give Nicole credit for that. She did tell Nessa. She said, let me tell you something. I do think that the reason why you pushing these kids for Joy is because you want to see Joy fit into a paternal role in these kids' lives. You think so, girl? You think you can just, add Joy, mix and add Joy, and boom, y'all a little happy family. We are a family like a giant tree. Girl, your kids don't want to be on the same limb with Joey. Or why should they be? Hey, Keisha, why should they be? Hey, KB, why should they be? Okay, hold on. I know I also saw Lightning Storm in here too, didn't I? Did I skip over your name? I think I did. Okay, so hey to Lightning Storm too. And I think that's everybody that was in the chat. Okay. Now, Nicole says, well, maybe you hoping he's going to step into the role. And she just sent up there looking. But over at the casino, Doug lost all his money. Okay, anyway. Over at the casino, Darnell is still talking to Joy. And he flat out says again, did you have anything to do with my daddy leaving here? And Joy starts doing what Joy always does. What you talking about? Why would you buy my dad? Let me tell you something. Because that's another thing. I hate a liar. And a straight-faced lie, as I called you the other day. A straight-faced lying ninja is something to behold. And ain't that what Joey is? Joey just tell a lie with his whole straight face, don't it? He said, I let you see the footage. I let you interview all of the dealers. I answered all your questions. I've been an open book, and yet you still think that I am the person who took your daddy out of here? With a whole straight face, he said it. He did. It was almost sounding convincing to me. And I know what you did, Joey. See, that's what a lying heifer would do. I'm going to be mixing it in. That's what a lying heifer would do. A lying heifer would blend in some of the truth with a little bit of it, and then try to make that lie real palatable when you know use a bold-faced lie. Hey, Jasmine Williams. And that's what was going on with Joey. Joey did let you talk to the dealers. Joey did let you see the footage. But Joey did not tell you that, yes, I orchestrated, put into action, and cleaned up all the evidence of what I did to your daddy. And then I took your mama on vacation to soften the blow because I was thinking all about her after all. Now, Donnell said, so far I don't see that you did it, but that don't mean that you didn't. That was a good point, Donnell. That was good. Criminals don't usually send out newsletters of confessions, so don't be expecting that this is my confession. That's not going to happen. Then Donnell says something else important. He tells Joey that when he looks him up online, one of the things that the press articles always say about you is that you never get caught and that you probably let other people do your dirty work. Ain't that the whole reason of paying people to be, your workers? Ain't they supposed to take the fall for you? The big boss ain't supposed to go to jail. That's what the peons is for. That's what I pay y'all for. That's why I send y'all. Because if my fingerprints won't be on nothing. Joey know that. Your fingerprints will be on it just because I told you to do it. Now you got to prove that I told you to. Now, meanwhile, Deanna is over in this hallway talking to her daddy, ? And suddenly Doug is over there, standing up there looking like an AI Doug. Didn't this kind of look like it might have been AI? Because this was Doug. But this wasn't Doug. But it was Doug. Doug, is that you? But anyway, right here now, I'm about to tell y'all is where the show gonna lose me if one or two things ain't true. Now, if she on some of them substances, brownies or something that's making her see things and she's hallucinating, okay, we can get with that. But girl, if you really seeing things and conjuring up stuff, then I can't be messing with that. So until further notice, y'all gonna have to tell me what happened when Doug shows up, because I won't be talking about Doug no more unless it turns out she taking a couple pills that's making her hallucinate. Speaking of, when people be on a whole lot of medications and things, that's what be making people act a whole fool and getting out of character. You gotta be careful with that. I'm moving on. Now, because I told you we're gonna be mixing it in. We're gonna be mixing it in. Some of my true life, what had got on my nerve this weekend. In with this here. Everywhere I see it fit, I'm gonna put it in here. Okay? Allegedly, and in my opinion. Now, anyway, Deanna asked her dad, she's like, are you real? Are you really here? And he says, why don't you come on over here and find out? And then the next thing you know, they hugging and stuff, right? So is you out there hugging the air? Now, listen, y'all down to the country club. Ain't nobody pass by and seeing you over here talking to yourself in the corner and hugging yourself, girl. Just today when I was getting gas, I seen the man that was standing down there talking to himself. Got right off his bike and was talking to himself, having a whole conversation. Nobody saw you down to the. This why y'all need me down there to the table because I would have seen you, girl. I'd have been like, girl, oh my God. Oh my God, Linda, do you see Deanna over in the corner talking to herself? It's doing. Oh my goodness. I wonder if her mother knows that she's doing that. Oh my goodness. Nobody at the country club clocked that. But okay, all right. But anyway, she says, I miss you. And he says, I miss you too. But I don't like the feel of none of this at all. Now, meanwhile, Leslie and Eva are down to Orphe Jean's talking. And no, I'm sorry. They at the country club talking. And she wants Eva to know that, girl, I need you to come on work for me. Y'all said that this was going to happen. She going to want Eva to come run the clinic. And Eva was like, I got a job with my daddy. Girl, your daughter do not want to sign up to work for you no full time when everybody know you is off your rocker. Everybody know you off your rocker, girl. But and then I told y'all Leslie was gonna be sitting up here more worried about other stuff than she was Derek. And then she said, I'll send some flowers. And she was like, Mama, she was like, girl, look, that's more than Derek would have did for me had I checked out here. Now you know what, she ain't lying though. Derek would have been concerned about Eva though, because he liked Eva. But girl, you right, he wouldn't have wasted 2 minutes. He wouldn't have. No, Derek did not care for you at all. Not at all. Now, he'd be on purpose. Now, over at Uptown, though, Randy and Haley over there talking and plotting and talking. And Haley asked him about the plasma ring situation. She was like, are you about to tell me you all mixed up in that? Hey, Scholar Speedster, you about to tell me you about mixed up in all that stuff while we got our own thing over here to worry about? While I'm over here trying to take Bill out and get us this money? Girl, you a lie. You ain't trying to do nothing for Randy. I believe in the end, after you get what you got, you gonna turn Randy in or something. Haley, nothing about you says even Stevens. Nothing about you says Splitsies, girl. Nothing about you says honest. You remind me of somebody I know. Just evil. You remind me of something that was sitting right up and through here this weekend. You do, girl. You do. You do. But anyway. He said, no, I'm not mixed up in that. And Haley was immediately pivots into manipulating him and calling him, you know, you're my favorite cousin, right, Randy? No, you're not. No, you're not. You her favorite cousin to manipulate. Because I believe she playing you. She playing you, Randy. You are working Randy over. He just don't know it yet. Now, over at Bill's, Tomas has stopped by there to see him. And Bill, big old self, is sitting over there on this couch talking to him. And he says, I got some update for you about Lynette. He was like, well, what you got? He said, well, first of all, I found out that she be going over to the same place for coffee all the time. And the barista over there says that she used to be over there talking and flirting with him. And she was showing him, like, she was there every day for her coffee fix, right? And then she was over here inviting him to come and see her new penthouse when she got it and showed me pictures. And she said she was going to give me a quote unquote private viewing of it as well. I'm like, okay then. And that she just up and disappeared is odd because she was loving the DC area. And Bill was like, okay, is that all you got? He was like, yeah. He was like, because Kat said, he said, Kat, didn't I tell you not to have Kat involved with this mess no more? And you know what? No, I don't even want to hear no more. And told him to go and get out. So as he's leaving out, Bill gets a tingling in his hand. A ting-a-ling-a-ling or something. He started stretching them fingers out because he was like, oh, Lord, what's good? And I'm like, Bill, whatever that girl doing to you, it's starting to kick in, sir. It's starting to kick in. You could tell he was nervous. Now, Vanessa and Nicole continue talking. And she says that she's not sure that her kids would even accept her moving on to picking one of these men if she went on to do something seriously. And then that's what Vanessa was like, well, what's going on with you and Ted, girl? Because, you know, he the third party up in this situation. So what's up with that? And that's when the phone rang, and it was Dr. Rollins on her phone talking about he was getting ready to stop by and slide through. Girl, you need to spray some Febreze over there. For you, it's like that holy spray people used to spray in their house. Like, you need to get some of that and spray that in your house because things have just gone completely wrong since you stopped using the Febreze. Get some Febreze, please. Febreze, please. Anyway, now over at Orphe Jeans, Kat is talking to Ted and asking why neither him nor Nicole brought a date to the cotillion. And she want to know, do that mean something? And he just sat there kind of grinning and shrugs. He was like, I don't know. Now, meanwhile, Casper, the friendly Doug, is over here talking to Deanna still, and he starts giving her all the tea and tells her that Joey absolutely did something to me. He did. And then he said that's the reason why he was dead. And I said, okay, see, I ain't about to be messing with this. I'm telling you, y'all gonna have to update me. So please keep me updated on what happened when Doug shows up, because he won't be in my review no more after today. I'm just sorry. Unless the girl taking some stuff and she hallucinating and something wrong with her brain, then that'd be different. But anyway, he gives her all the tea. Doug did, Joey did it. He fooling your mama. But I'm saying for some hallucination, he sure know all the tea. He said, yeah, your mama being fooled. And he trying to get your brother too, but don't let him. He's blinding her. Mm-mm. So unless this girl is asleep, dreaming, dehydrated, or got hit in the head with a decorative vase, I'm putting my foot down. I ain't about to be playing with this. Now, back at the casino, Joey keeps running game on Donnell, and tells him that I'm not a monster. And he's like, well, if you're not a monster, you're an opportunist who swooped down on my mama at her weakest moment. Now, he ain't wrong about that. Then Ted tells Kat, hold on. I scrolled up and lost my pictures. Okay. So then Ted is busy telling Kat over at Orphe Jeans that him and Shanice are at odds because I keep getting pulled into Leslie's nonsense. So she was like, please tell me you're not letting that woman interfere with your stuff. He was like, no, you don't understand. I forget, who was it that was reading Leslie the riot act? Was it Leah or who was it? Was it Shanice? There couldn't have been Shanice. But somebody was reading her the riot act, and I don't forget who it was now. Was it Nicole? I don't forget. And so when she went in, he was like, yeah. So when she came in and we was just talking, I had a hand and I was just trying to comfort her. And Kat was like, I can't believe you keep getting pulled into this woman's stupidity. I cannot. Meanwhile, Eva agrees to her mother to temporarily run this clinic for her, but I'm going to keep working for my dad, and it's only until things stabilize. This is not going to be for good. For right now, Leslie is happy with that. Now, when Eva tells her mother, when Eva tells Ted, because she shows up, she shows up to the diner and she told Ted, she says, I can balance both these things, because she was telling her dad, she's like, I got to go work for mom and I need to kind of split jobs. And he was like, okay, cool. And she says, but I promise you, I'm going to balance things. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm not going to drop any balls. Hey, Frank G Life. And he said, okay, he said, okay, I believe you. I trust you. And that made Eva smile that her dad said he trusted, because the child, she don't get to hear that kind of affirmative talk from her mama. Everything with her, so you can't think without me, girl. Now, before Kat left, she had to have a sibling rivalry moment. One of the things that I was reminded of when they did that like flashback yesterday, the show where they was talking about the characters, and then they said, do you think you guys will find peace yet? And the character who plays, the actress who plays Kat said, I doubt it, because people love rivalry, and this is probably not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think I agree with that. Besides, what else we gonna argue about if they make up? If they make up, then what? All right, now, let's see. Now, Haley and Randy are still talking, and Haley admits that she's increased Bill's dosage. I done gave him a couple more drippity drops of the drippity drops, and he's still standing up here and maintaining. I cannot understand why. She said, that girl said, Bill, big old overly fit tail. She was like, just Bill is thicker than she said he thicker than a tank, and ain't nothing affecting him. It ain't taking him down fast enough. And so he was trying to remind her, girl, you need to slow down. Poison takes time, but she wants him gone immediately. Now Joy keeps feeding Darnell them lies. Darnell them lies about his dad's gambling and all of that. And he says, well, you should have cut him off. And he was like, if I could go back, maybe I would. But after all, this is a gambling house. But maybe if I could have done anything, I should have, done something about the drinking part. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. But the gambling, that's what I'm here for. Now, Darnell thanks him for being honest with him about everything. Sir, I hope you don't really believe this man was honest. But it seems that you done ate the cake and made just like your mama. It seems that you did. This man lied to you from A to Z. Okay, so now Casper shows up one more time over here to tell Deanna she's the only one who could hear him. And he asked her to protect her brother and her mother from Joey and to remember that Vanessa made a mistake and to cut her some grace and not to be treating this thing like it's her personal vendetta. And then I love you. And then suddenly, poof, he was gone. And she was standing up there in the hallway by herself looking up in the air. Daddy? Daddy? Girl, didn't nobody see you over here talking to these pictures? Nobody. See or hear you over here talking to these pictures in a corner. Okay, well then, all right. The man disappeared. Middle of the hallway, middle of the day, middle of the country club, just gone. But I'm telling y'all, Casper keep coming back. Y'all going to have to tell me about it now. I'm warning you ahead of time. Now, Kyle arrives at Nicole's house, and they stand up there grinning at each other like two little teenagers down to the schoolyard. Just stand there, just hee. Vanessa was like, ooh, I feel uncomfortable. I got to go. Girl, I was uncomfortable, but I had to keep watching. I don't want to see all this. They giggling and smiling like two teenagers in detention, flirting while the teacher ain't looking, just pure lusty dogs. They just was. But unfortunately, this is probably going to be the relationship that Nicole is going to lean towards, because sometimes people want the complicated situation instead of the stable one. Carlton is easy like Sunday morning. Kyle is temptation. And Nicole look like she ready to risk it all. So, girl, we already understand what you about to do. We already know. Now Leslie goes to see Randy. Well, she saw Randy and she sat down and started talking to him. And she's like, listen, I need some help from you. He was like, girl, what do you want? She was like, listen, just listen. Me and you, we could work together. He was like, child, please. Then Kat starts dragging Leslie. Oh wait, I said this part, so I'm not even gonna go over that part again. Even though I'm gonna say Ted did try to get the girls not to fight, not to quip at each other, but again, Kat started this, and what I was so surprised about is how gracious Eva was about it. Eva didn't buy into it. See, Eva, I should have behaved more like you this weekend, child, but I did not. I was like, oh, you selling tickets to the foolery? Punch me in for 2. Punch me 2 tickets. If we get ready to get the circus on the air, let me wear the clown shoes, okay? Then I decided to just go on somewhere and sit down, because I'm telling y'all, that wouldn't have turned out good. And people don't even know. That's why you got a police record now for agitating people. But anyway, Eva showing up, clowning on people's premises. You ain't had enough of that? Anyway, I told you I'm going to be mixing in my mind with this today, wherever I see fit. But anyway, this is why Eva be irritating me sometimes. Not Eva. This is why Kat be irritating me sometimes, girl, because this girl was trying to choose peace and you was want to choose something else. She was like, "Well, congratulations on um Samantha winning Platinum Deb." And she was like, she texted me and told me that she won. And then of course Kat has to be more, well, you did do her hair, you were in a subservient situation, and you did do something to help her. You combed her hair, like you should do. Pick up the crumbs off the floor. You did do that. Again, I'm gonna remind you, Kat, this girl is just as rich as y'all almost now, so you can just cut it out. But anyway, I ain't like that, but what we gonna do? Now, Kyle and Nicole start getting a little cozy. They sat on the couch and they talking, being open and honest about where he been and the kids and everything. Um, and my son wants to um be a musician, and I'm gonna support that the same as his mama did. Uh, Elaine, what you mean, Kat did not say anything like that? Yes, she did. Kat got funky with Eva when she was coming through the door. She said, "Speaking of, here comes the second part of the spawn," or something. She said that before the girl even got in the door, and then once she got in there, she was just being funky. Ted told her to chill. He was like, "Nah." And yes, she did say, "Well, you did do her hair, so She got funky with Eva about a good 2-3 times, and Eva gave her nothing. Which I wish she had said something back to her, because I'm all for saying something back. I told y'all, just like I had to this weekend. People better be glad. People better be glad. But I ain't talking about you, Elaine, but I'm because I had situations we I told you I'm mixing in mine with this, but people better be glad that my walk-off game is strong. Kat gave a compliment. No, Kat was being funky. Well, you did do her hair. Yeah. You was the maid for the day. You was. You did. You was the maid for the day. You did. You did get to sweep up the caboose. You did. You did, girl. Okay, anyway. So anyway, Kyle and Nick Old is in here talking. He got his leg crossed. You know when a man sit with you like this with the leg all crossed up, Yeah, she said that, but she was still being funky. Well, you did do a nice job with her hair. Yeah, you did. Now, well, she did look beautiful. Her hair was really beautiful, and you did a great job on that. That wasn't no real compliment. That was whatever, girl. But anyway, they sitting over here talking about all this openness that they just so happy to have within their relationship. Because he was like, yeah, my wife was the one who supported my son in his musical career. Now I realized I got to do the same thing. And then Nicole was like, you ever think about your wife very much? He was like, what you trying to say? Do I think about her like that? He said, oh, wait a minute. You must be thinking about your ex like that. And she was like, I am. And he was like, is it when you with me? No, I have to confess, it's when I'm with Carlton. Now I'm going to tell y'all something. I thought that was dirty. I thought that was unnecessary for you to have to share this with that man. You over here talking about all this openness and honesty. Have you been that open and honest with the man who you had this situation with? Or is it only open and honest because you're telling somebody that it don't affect? Would you be telling him if it happened to him? I don't think so, because you're not telling the man that it happened with. So I just had to assume that if this was reversed, you'd be sitting here telling this to Carlton. So all that openness and honesty, girl. But he's all like, I'm so glad we could be honest. You so glad y'all could be honest because she ain't said nothing to you about you yet. She ain't told you the truth. And just hold on, sir. She may be picturing a thing with you too soon because Ted is coming on strong. That one song is on her mind. That red suit the other day is on her mind. Because Ted was wearing that red suit, baby. and he was wearing that tux down to the cotillion. Best believe it. But I'm gonna move on. Now, Vanessa went to see her man, her man, her man, her man. And he was like, "Yeah, I had a conversation with your son." She was like, "I'm just so moved that you care about my children and what they're going through, and just, Joanne, I'm just so moved that you're being open with my son, girl. He not being open with your son. He lying to your son just like he lying to you, girl. I mean, I believe he care about you, girl, but he lying to you about what happened to your husband. Girl. He lying to your son too, girl. He is, girl." And I know being open is not easy for you. Girl, it ain't easy for him. That's why he not being open. Criminals don't usually be open, girl. They stay closed. They books is closed for a reason when you're a criminal, girl. Now, meanwhile, Deanna starts hinting to Donnell that I know something you don't know. I saw something that you didn't. He was like, "What you talking about?" She was like, "Nothing." He says, "It's a good thing our father is not here." Excuse me. "It's a good thing our father's not here." She was like, "Maybe not for you." He's like, "What you mean by that?" She was like, "Nothing." Okay. Now, Tomas warns Kat to stop digging into Lynette's disappearance because Bill is furious. Excuse me. And Kat gives him a look that basically says, "Absolutely not. I'm not about to stop doing nothing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to keep doing." Okay. And he said, "Well, if you're going to do that, you're going to keep that to yourself because I have to stay out of that before I mess around and lose my job. And I ain't about to lose my job. So whatever you're going to do, keep it to yourself." You know she ain't going to have no problem with that until she finds some big evidence. Then she going to run in there and give it to Bill. She could just bypass you. Is it me or Tomas? You need a tan. Tomas, you been getting enough sun. You need a little tan. You need just a little bit. You need just a little bit. Now, back at Bill's office, he in there exercising the hand trying to figure out what's going on. Haley walks in and she's like, "Oh, something wrong with your hand?" Is something wrong with Bill, is something wrong with your hand? Because first she was like, "Ooh, is something wrong with your I'm sorry. Bill, is there something wrong with your hand? Are you okay?" Because he told her he couldn't drink. She was like, "I can get you some coffee." He said, "I don't need no more coffee because I'm already having a situation with my hand." She was like, "With your hand?" "I mean, with your hand?" "Oh my God, Bill, are you okay? Are you all right? You want me to get you something else?" And he was like, "No, I don't need nothing." So then she's like, "Well, let me make you a drink because see, now that you excuse me, now that you're having complications, she need for you to have some more." She is excited that finally she is seeing the big bill about to come down. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. She is happy that Bill the bridge is falling down. So she walks over there with her back to him and because she was all like, "I'm gonna get you a little something." He said, "Oh, you trying to prime the pump for later?" And she was like, "Mm-hmm," and he is. She turned her back and reached down in her bosoms and got them drops and put them drops right up in that drink she had for Bill. And sitting up there grinning like a Cheshire cat. Grinning like she just won the lottery and somebody told her everything is free at Neiman Marcus for the next 3 hours. She do not care about this money. Then later, Bill thinks Haley trying to romance him. Oh wait, I wrote that backwards, so never mind that. So I just told y'all that. So no. This is I'm right. So Bill thinks that she's trying to romance him when she brings him the drink back, and he was like, "You just love taking care of your man, don't you, sir? She taking care of you straight to the cemetery. She is." She already got her hat and everything picked out, and then rehearse how she gonna be walking by. She gonna be hollering louder than a gatekeeper, baby, when we got to let one of y'all go. Because we throws a good funeral here. We do give a good service over here. We do. I just hope we don't have to throw one for you, Bill. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Because then you'll leave us here with Haley and we don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. Not by herself. Now, Randy declines Leslie's proposal to share information and become allies with each other. He says, because I've had enough of crazy women. You are surrounded by them. Lynette a little crazy. Haley crazy. Now you got Liz over here. She crazy. You had to deal with Nessa. Sometimes she crazy. We don't even know what your son's mother's like. We don't know. But you know, whatever. But he told her, no, I declined because she was like, you could tell me things. I tell you things. You tell me what Joey's saying about me, and I tell you what Marcel is saying about you and anything involving you. He was like, no. Now Nessa's over here like, I just hope that my children will love you the way that I love you one day, Joey. That they will come to see you as the man that you are. Well, girl, you halfway there because Donnell done bought the stock into Joey Incorporated. He ass, child. But Deanna, oh no, baby, Deanna done seen her daddy in the hallway. And speaking of Deanna, she went back running in that hallway. She was like, Daddy, where are you, Daddy? And then she went sliding down the wall real slow. You do a wall slide real good too, Deanna. You do, girl. But she went sliding down that wall real slow. Deanna, listen, let me tell you something. This on the sidebar. Do not let these people take you from the kind of crazy we enjoy to the kind of crazy where Joy about to tell your mama that you need to be in one of them facilities where everybody whispers real low. Everybody whisper real low because they don't want to upset nobody. You don't want to be in the rubber rooms and all of that. Don't let Joy convince your mama to send you away, girl. We like you crazy, but not that crazy. We want Deanna to stay. I kind of crazy. We gonna pull for you for that. We are. Let me look at a few of these comments before we get ready to get up out of here. Let me see. Hold on. Just hold on. Give me 1 second, you guys. All right, you guys. Let's see. I think we got somebody new in here. Hold on, let me see. Wait a minute. The Robinson. The Robinson. The TT Robinson. Okay, so I'm just gonna say the TTA Robinson. Welcome down to the comment section. We are so happy to have you to join us down here. You know, because you commented that you are now officially a gatekeeper. Welcome.
Hey.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
I see you said Theta. I was about to say that's Robinson. Okay, but Theta Robinson, thank you so much for commenting and becoming a gatekeeper. Don't make it your last time. Come on through here and gossip with us. You know we like to talk and gossip and all go about these doggone Duprees like they real, even though we know they're not, but we like to talk about them like they is. And so if you like that brand of talking about the show, then come over here and join us every evening. We are over here. And on Friday nights, we all go. We have a live panel. We come up here and we let each other have it on it. We do. But anyway, welcome in and you all share the crumpets and everything. And y'all make nice now. Make nice. All right, I'm going to scroll up and stop. Wherever we stop, this is where I'm about to get to read. Here we go. Boom. I've had it up to here with Haley Poison Pill. Shout out to the ignorant. We like that in NYC also. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just have to separate yourself from people who mean you no good. True, and we are separated forever. You will never put your foot through my door again. Try it if you want to, though. My bowl game is bold, baby. So make the long trip if you want to. See if you come through this door, because you won't. Hey, Miss Jen, Moz chat missed my notification. That's all right, KB. You here now? Keisha says good evening to everyone. Bilo Didi said let's put it in the members only, and Belinda says we need a meeting in the ladies' room. All right, now Joey never answered Darnell. He deflected. Yes, he did. Well, he answered what he answered, but he never answered no straight questions. You know that's what liars do. They gonna cherry pick what they gonna say, but they ain't about to tell you. I can't tell. But then there's other liars that just straight face liars. They don't care if they tell you a lie about something straight to your face. They don't care. I'm tired of Joy and Vanessa stuff. We need movement. I think when we get I'm so yeah, we do need some movement on some of these stories. Like we really do. We got all these situations just hanging here. And then to bring Doug back and Doug not even back, like, what's the point in that? I ain't like that either. You should have brought him back and had him really be the impaler or something, or had him dipping in and dipping out. Mm-mm. Greetings, Myrtle Tester. Oh, Linda saying hello to everybody. All right. D'Artagnan ain't as dumb as he been acting. He wasn't dumb, but now he dumb. Now he been drinking the dumb juice with his mama. Donnell already talked this stuff through with Joey, didn't he? Why we need this again? Right, he did. But he back over here. I gotta ask you one more time. Did you did it to my daddy? Like he was gonna say, you know what, Donnell? I did. I set your daddy up by and then I this, and then Randy did that. Girl, did you really think he was gonna tell you the whole story? I mean, so why don't set people up to have to lie to you? When you know somebody a liar, don't ask a liar to tell you the truth. Come on now. You agree you don't want your nutty right. I want nutty Deanna. I want her, but I don't want her crazy for real. We just need her to be all bowling in your face with it. Doug got that big vagine on his. You know what? Y'all gonna leave. Y'all gonna leave. You know what? Do y'all know we've been saying Beijing wrong? Let me see if chat know how to say it. Chat Bigen. How do you pronounce that? Oh wait, my Bluetooth is on. Let me turn it off. Okay. The hair dye Bigen. How do you pronounce that?
You pronounce the hair dye Bigen as Bee-Gen. Think of it as rhyming with vegan or lion. The first part is B, and the second is gen with a firm G.
Bigen. That's the name of it. I saw a a barber talking about that. That stuff is really called Bigen. But we're gonna keep calling it Bigen. We don't care if it is Bigen. It's gonna be Bigen when we talking about it. That's what it's gonna be. But just so that we know, the more you know. I'll pass on Wackadoodle Deanna. I hope Deanna isn't hitting the juice like I don't think she's hitting the juice. I think she's on some medicine because believe me, when people be on that stuff, even though it be from the doctor, it can have you acting a fool all up in people's face. It can. She was probably seated, daydreaming. Deanna was kind of cute until she started acting cray-cray. Since they didn't let Doug roll up as the impaler, they better not be giving us a ghosted right. I'm not for it. Hey, but people be sitting at home, what we should do? We should have a ghost. And then, no, what y'all need to do is be checking in with these viewers. And just go and take some of these ideas. We ain't charging y'all nothing for it. We took the people telling you the way they would like to see it play out. And that's up to you to write it to that. But we don't need Casper the Friendly Ghost. We don't need that. Been there, done that, y'all. Do some more original stuff. We don't need that. Greetings, Miss Jen, Mod Squad, and Gatekeepers from Scarlet Speedster. I'm about sick of Cuz and dumb Billy Goat. Girl, I'm gonna let you do just a little bit on Bill because that wasn't too much. I ain't had to get y'all together by Bill in a while. But that wasn't too much. I can deal with that much. Randy needs to be plotting. Poor Deanna is going to need some therapy soon. She is. Yeah, I know it's wishful thinking on my part. Doug is. I hope he haunts the nasty. I ain't gonna be able to see it when they do. I ain't watching it. Tomas is nervous about his future. He should be, because Cat. This what happen when you mess with them rich girls. Ain't never had to go through nothing. They had to fight. They ain't never had to fight all their life. Child, she don't really know what it mean to don't have no income. She gonna have income even if she never work again. I really detest the Nicole storyline. Yeah, they just done made her into a yeah. What next? She gonna be taking pole dancing classes. I mean, she got a whole degree from Tougaloo College, from Tougaloo University, and this is what we doing. I'm tired of Bill Haley storyline. It's the same. It is over and over and over and over and over and over. I'm gonna put something in his drink. Oop, they almost caught me. I'm gonna put some. Oop, they almost caught me. Oh, yeah, I'm getting sick, but I'm not sick. Didn't we already see Bill about to pass out and playing with his hands? We done seen all this. We don't want to see it no more. Nicole, you know what? Friday night we gonna have to have another where the show need. Y'all come prepared Friday night to talk about what needs to happen with these storylines. That's what we're gonna take them one at a time. We're gonna break down, these storylines. And I know that they're ahead of things of what they're doing, but even still, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nicole has to be the most ambivalent character I've seen in daytime television. Child, what's ambivalent mean? I know what it means, but somebody put the definition up here so I can see it right here. She's ambivalent. What does that mean? Give me the definition. Okay, now, KB Mama, yes, Tomas better stop involving Cat in his career, but he better. Be on purpose, says, I'm so tired of Nicole and rotating bakery antics. At first, it was cute, not so much now. Ted was lying. Oh, we'll be having another interview coming up soon. I'll let y'all know. Ted was lying in this scene with Cat. Anita was not bad with Leslie. Anita was not that bad with Leslie. Ted is so dumb or is calculating. This is how he keeps Leslie waiting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ambivalent means uncaring. Oh. Frank G. Life says, hey, Miss Jen, hey, how you doing? Today was the day of shade and light. It was. I hope it don't rain you know what, be on purpose. You is wrong for that. You is wrong for that. Don't that stuff stay on in the rain though? I mean, listen, he looked good. Let's not try to take it with me. He look good. He look good. Cause I know I'm gonna do whatever I need to do for me, and be praying that it's gonna be all right. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this gray in my eyebrows right now. God, dear God, listen, God, dear God, why you had to do this to the lady? Why you had to put gray in our eyebrows eventually? Why? Can we just at least keep that? Why, Lord, do you make little hairs grow on our chin? Then we got to go plucking and looking and plucking. And if we miss one, then we looking crazy in these streets. Lord, why? You ain't have to do that to us like that. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Okay, now let's move on. KB is giving all her hellos up to you guys. Watching the scene with Doug and Deanna was about as scary as watching John Abbott chat with his kids. I don't even know what that means, but y'all know y'all crazy. Scarlett Speaker says hello to KB and to everyone. This storyline was a waste of Greg Vaughn's services. You know what? So far as hopefully it picks up soon. Who is Greg Vaughn? Oh, that's the guy that plays Kyle. Ain't nobody want to partner with Leslie, but she too stupid to get. You know what? I'd be your friend if I was on the show. We'd do some things. We would. Greg Vaughn is Kyle. Okay. Kat loves drama. She does. But we love that she loves drama. I mean, it irritates us when it happens. I don't really be caring that deeply. KB Mommy says, be on purpose. Have you heard from Lynette? Kat did not say anything like that, Miss Jen. I could be wrong, girl, because I was busy doing something else too. I had a lot going on today. They need to give more brains to Leslie and Vanessa. All the I need for somebody to sit down and watch Dynasty, right? And then just come back and let's make Leslie more like that. I remember Diane Carroll said when she did this show, she told them to write her character, not as a black woman, but as a rich, white, entitled man. And whatever you would have him say is the way she wanted them to write for Dominique Devereaux. To have the same gall, the same nerve, to have the same class, to have the same sense of all of that. And that's how they wrote it. And that is why we love Dominique Devereaux so much. Dominique Devereaux was just a person who got to be a rich woman. Her color did not matter. She was just rich and very uppity, and we loved it. Every time she hit the screen. And I'm telling you, Leslie could be that. Let something hit her in the head and let her wake up and be that way, and then leave her that way. This was supposed to be another olive branch to Eva and Kat, and then Kat returned. I know. I totally can't stand Kat. She's the one who would have got whooped on the regular. Kat did get funky in the beginning, but once Eva was big, Kat gave a compliment. I can see it that way too, Elaine. Eva is growing up. She is. I think Kat is too, though. I think Kat is growing up too, but Kat's growing up is going to be a little more harder because I mean, Kat is a rich and she's grown up a certain way. And then the girl did show up, and then she had to share her daddy. Now we ain't about to say that they ain't about to, that's still true. Every night I light a candle until she returns. The compliment was not because it was subservient, though. Okay, I'll go back and I'll see. She just ignored her. Eva needs to pull out chi. I don't know what that means. Lightning Storm says, she said she did a nice job on her hair. She did say that. Rhonda Reese says, thank you, Elaine. Always putting 20 on 10 when it comes to Kat. But Eva had to say, what Eva had to say could have waited or been a phone call. That's not true, Rhonda Reese. So now we're going to blame the reason why Kat was talking stupid is because Eva showed up. Eva did not know he was there with her. Did he? Did she? And even if she did, that's really how you going to defend it. Eva could have waited, and then Kat wouldn't have said nothing smart to her. Girl, the thing got to be ringing. She just came to ask her daddy a question. She ain't had to leave. In Eva's defense, she gave a much better compliment, in my opinion. They treated Eva like the help. They did. Well, I don't know if they did, but Kat certainly did, because she was like, don't forget the only reason why you're here is because you're working. And then Eva had to get her together. Now, that's what I have to agree. Now, on that, I have to agree what she wanted to. Nicole is seriously unlikable right now. Kat continues to show her highbrow and low rent character. Yeah, that was a turnoff when Nicole said that. Nicole is still in love with Ted. She is. That's why you can't let people rush you through stuff. Just because somebody cheat does not mean you got to get no divorce and go run in another direction, child, especially after a certain age. Figure out what you need to do. You ain't always got to get no divorce. You could have separated for a while and figured it out and then said, okay, now we can come on back in here together. Kat gave Eva snobbish compliments served with a bit of ice attached. That might be a good way to describe it. Sorry, Frenchy Life, I was trying to remove my comment. I removed yours by accident. Joey lying about everything. Blabbering Vanasty is as dumb as Billy Goat Bill. I'm going to let you have that Billy Goat Bill, but y'all know not to do too much on Bill. Nicole needs to control her urges and fantasies, but she can't control it. She can't help it if she wanted to. I can't help it even if I could. I can't help it if I wanted to. I couldn't help it. No, she can't help it. Oh no, I'm buffering. Kat deserves a stronger man than a weak Tomas. Rhonda Reed, now yes, I can agree that the timing for that particular conversation was off. Kat is not some super sleuth. She doesn't. Now you know what? She don't know how to shut up. Ooh, girl. Ooh. How you really feel, Jasmine? At the same time, I can understand Cat being agitated with Eva showing up. I'm over here having lunch with my daddy. Here you come. I can see it all to both sides. I see both sides. Yes, KB mommy, all love, my friend. Haley is going to jail when Bill finds out the truth. Maybe, maybe not. She probably gonna run off for a while. So much as Gutty Buddy Bill likes to fondle on Scaly, you mean to tell me that he has yet to discover that vial? I digress. Ooh, child. Now that's true. As much as he keeps his hands on her, you would think that he done figured out. You would think that he done figured it out now. But KB,
Out. Out.
don't do too much on Bill, girl. Don't do too much on Bill. Scarlet Pizza says to get them likes up. Get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up now. Joy's lies are coming out soon, and Deanna gonna end up locked up with Allison. Oh, what a tangled web we weave, Linda says. She will go to the upper room. Now she just told me her name, Theta. Theta. Okay, Theta Robinson says, hello, everybody. I just found this channel. I love our soap. Girl, if you love it, go on and subscribe to the channel and make sure you over here. We're very respectful over here. We still like to have fun. Sometimes we lock in on our opinions, and sometimes we argue. We don't fight, but we argue. And they said, welcome to you, Theta. Welcome, welcome, welcome. KB Mommy, I totally agree about Beer Belly Bill. Always got his hands all over Scaly Haley. Girl, you know what? Bill might have a beer belly, but I tell you what, Belinda Hill.
Say something else about Bill. Say something else. Did I tell you not to say nothing else about Bill? I'm going to knock the stuffing out of you. Knock the stuffing out. I done told you don't say nothing about Bill over here. Don't say nothing to me about Bill. Say something else. Say something else.
Like I done sat up here and forgot. I ain't forgot. Now, hold on, let me get rid of that picture. Okay. Now, Be on Purpose says, why y'all don't hit the like button when y'all come in? You know what? See, you said it, I didn't, but that, yes. All of that what he had just said, all of that. Please hit the like button for me, those of you who are here now and those of you who are watching in the replay gang later. We've been getting higher views. Last video was like 700, we got one to 800. So we've been doing really well. Let's keep that momentum going. And we did cross over 2,600 subscribers. We're on our way to 3,000. Can't wait to get there and for us to celebrate. Theta thanks you guys and says, thanks, fam. Welcome in, they said to you, Theta. Be on Purpose says, only if she becomes obsessed to the point of needing counseling. Keisha says, child, Miss Jim, Bill's shaking again. He is. Got him shaking again. Welcome, they said, Theta. Okay. Theta says, I just subscribed. Thank you so much for doing that. Deanna is acting up, though. Welcome, Theta. It's much fun around here. Belinda Hill says, sis, like, come on, let's wrap this thing up. I know. Cynthia Willoughby is in the house and she says hello to everybody. Hey, Cynthia girl. KB Mommy says, greetings to anyone that I may have missed speaking to. Thank you all for joining us. I'm so glad to see you here, KB, because I know you've been super busy lately. Kelly S says, they should have had Doug come back and scare and spook Joey. Oh, Lord. KB Mommy says, we're going to take up a collection and send you some more candles, KB. She said she's going to send you some candles. I've been tired of Bill and Haley's storyline. I'm over. Yeah, I'm sick of them almost catch. Either catch her or don't. Let me come on there. I catch her. KB says, Theta Robinson, on Fridays, we have our family feud and fish fry. It's potluck where we share our food we are bringing. We have an open panel where we all go. Please feel free to join us. We usually be over here late, girl. We usually start about 8:39, and then we all go till about 11:30, 12, girl. We do. Corrections are needing the storyline. They do need some. To be ambivalent means having mixed, conflicted, or opposing feelings, like both loving and hating someone towards a person, object, or situation. It describes a state of simultaneous attraction. Thank you so much for that. Scarlet Speedster says, in this context, it means she can't make up her mind who she wants to be with, whether it's Kyle or comforting Carlton or Ted. Jasmine says, I don't care for her attitude. Ambivalent, having mixed feelings, contrary ideas to something or someone. Okay. Miss Jen, I know you love Bill, but he dumber than dumb. Ain't and no cat. Wait, ain't no cat that good. Oh, girl, you know, I didn't even know that's what I was reading, girl. Oh, how you really feel? Hey, there's the bomb. Girl, you about to get me choked over here. Miss Jen, go to the store, get Kiss Root quick cut. Wait, hold on, girl. Let me see now. Miss Jen, go to the hair store, get the Kiss Root quick cover to cover gray with eyebrows and hair roots. It works well. So is that made for eyebrows? Because I don't want to put nothing on my eyebrows, girl, to make drip down to my eye. My eyes already big enough, girl. I can't afford my eyes to be no bigger than what they are. I cannot afford for these eyes to be no bigger than what they is, girl. No bigger than what they is, girl. You see these eyes right here? The eyes big enough. They big enough. We don't need them to be no bigger, girl. We don't need them to be no bigger. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Now, Rhonda Reed says she rolled up like it was an emergency. She did. Now, she did. Now, no, Miss Jen, I think that when Rhonda Reed was saying is that the convo that Eva wanted to have with Ted was a nonsense. Well, it might not have been. You know what I'm saying? It could have waited. It could have not. But she could talk to him if she want to. She do work for the man. Why doesn't Bill put two and two together? Geez, I don't know. Eva just can't win. Eva needs to continue to grow while Cat continues to look dumb and pretty. Zeros don't buy class. Cat Leslie. Uh-oh. Jasmine missed you Friday night, Miss Lil says. KB Mommy says, Kelly, however, we all know how Miss Jen feels about Gutty Buddy Bill boy. That's right. You already know. You don't come over here talking about no Bill. I gave Eva her props earlier. You know what? My cousin was over here this weekend. She went to school with Bill, right? And I was like, "Ooh, he fine." She was like, "He wasn't fine back then, but his brother was." You just saying, I was looking at her like, "Girl, you don't even know. You over here talking about Bill, girl." Even though I'm just saying. She was like, "He didn't look like he did then." Now I'm telling you. Now listen to what I'm telling you. He didn't look like that then. His brother was fine, but he didn't look like that then. It don't matter. I would have been able to see that he was gonna be fine. All right. Let's see. I gave Eva her props earlier in the chat. KB Mommy says. She said, "Don't try it now." Bill is too dumb to figure out a kitty puzzle these days. I can see and speak on both parties when it comes to Eva and Cat. Yeah, I can go back and forth about it. I don't really care. Oh, Miss Jen, you gonna get us talking about Bill? Y'all better not say nothing about it till y'all already know. Hey, Miss, because I ain't even had to hit y'all with the video in a good 2 weeks. I ain't. I was exhausted. Lightning Storm, you know she is. However, she gonna get me worse in the back end. Put how many drops in Bill's to drink today? Wait, how many drops? Yeah, how many drops does it take to get Bill to fall down on the floor again like Top Cat? I think I counted 3. However, I can go back and recheck. Yes. Wait, Miss. Yes, it's a non-drop washes out when you clean. Oh wait, it's non-dripping. It washes out when you cleanse it your face. Okay, wait. Let me see what you said the name of this stuff is again. You know what, Belinda? Inbox me the name of that to my messenger because I don't know if I'll be able to find it in here again because I'm gonna go get some tomorrow because I'm sick of these eyebrows, baby. I am. So send it to me in my messenger. The name of it, what you said. All right, y'all. Well, that's what happened today. Y'all was there. Y'all seen what happened. It was just a mess, child. It was. It was. But it was nice. I enjoyed it. It was nice. Let me look up for y'all and see what's going on tomorrow. Hold on. Let's put it into perspective. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let's see. Oh, Popeye. Yeah, send it to my Instagram. I mean not Instagram. Send it to my Facebook Messenger so I have it over there. Okay. Beyond the gates. Let's see. Tuesday. We want to get to Wednesday, child. That's what we want to know. Is this all a breakdown about today? We don't want this. Hold on. We want the breakdown for the week, child. Okay, hold on, please. Is this the same thing I just went through? I want to get to Wednesday. Is that a day up there? No. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Beyond the gates. Give Give me a second, you guys. I'm gonna read what's gonna happen tomorrow. Hold on. All right. Tuesday. Okay. Tuesday. Is this all about Tuesday? Nope, I don't want that on Wednesday. 22nd, 26th. Okay, this is not what I want. Hold on one second, guys. Let me find this so I can read y'all what's going on tomorrow on Beyond the Gates. Hold on. Give me the spoilers for Beyond the Gates for this week, starting on the 26th of the week.
This week's Beyond the Gates. Spoilers reveal that the aftermath of the Red Market plasma ring and Derek's death continue to impact.
Did I ask you to read a whole soliloquy, man? I did not. You're doing too much. I told you to come over here and slip and slide. Now you trying to ice skate on the thing. Okay, tomorrow's Wednesday. Will Shanice give Ted? I'm reading this from what is this called? Soaps. Will Shanice give Ted a real shot? We'll find out today when the two discuss their future or lack thereof. Naomi does her best to help Ashley deal with her crippling grief. Get ready because Martin and Tyrell are about to have a one-on-one father and son talk. Mona has a bit of news to share with Jan. Mona has a bit of news. Watch them throw up yet another dilemma. We don't need another dilemma. As Garland Memorial deals with the fallout from Leah's involvement in the plasma ring, Leslie finds a way to make it all about herself. Thursday, Derek died a hero, and now it's time for him to be... Okay, so on Thursday, there will be a memorial service. Although we have had ours and we have worn our fashions and everything, we'll see if we need to memorialize them, if they do a good job or no. But I think I'll have my statement ready to read. I think I will. And just in case they don't do it right. Just in case they don't do it right, we got to be ready to do it for them, Lord, Father God. Okay, now that's on Thursday. Okay, let me see what it says. Bill seems to have a bit of a revisionist history unfolding in his head, and Danny's about to make sure he gets things right. Okay, so this is about them. Who cares? Ted throws his support behind Nicole only to have it... Okay, so she gonna get mad because what do you mean you want me to be the head of the hospital? If Madison's nuts to think she and her family might find a way, we don't care. Friday, Anita and Vernon are finally clear. Nah, I don't know if I want to see Anita and Vernon clawing all over one another. I don't know. Joey turns to Bill for help with a problem, but instead realizes that things aren't quite right where the legal ego aren't right where he's concerned. So Joey is the one that's going to see him trembling and carrying on. That's what Joey may have to say. You do know your wife and Randy are friends. Now, see, that would be, listen, on a Friday, if Joey was to have to say to Bill, let me tell you something. Your wife and Randy have been plotting on you. Now, I would fall out my seat. See, that's what we need. All right, so it says that Jacob's undercover assignment may be over. We don't really care. Leslie once again finds herself trying to forge an alliance with Haley, but what she says to the would-be widower... Wait a minute. Leslie once again finds herself trying to forge an alliance with Haley. Will what she says to the would-be widow prove influential? Wasn't it a bit much of Grayson to ask Ashley to take care of his mom should something happen to him? And how dapper did the men look dressed at the cotillion? Okay, well, she talking about that part. Okay, well, I'm just saying. All right, well, tomorrow look like I'll be rolling my eyes at him. But you never know. Sometimes they don't write no good stuff in the thing, and then it ends up to be all right. So we'll see. We will see what happens. I don't know. All right, y'all. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in and for hanging out with me. We had a good time tonight. We laughed, we fussed, we questioned people's decision making skills, called people ambivalent, and had to look it up. I had to sick the Bill video on y'all. Haley is continuing her slow takedown of Bill. And apparently now we got Doug making appearances in the hallway at Fairmont Crest. I wonder, do he still got to pay dues in order to do that? Because, I put my application in when the show first started. I ain't heard a doggone thing yet. Anyway, y'all, I really appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. Thank you all to everybody who came out live and everybody in the chat and the replay gang. Those are the new of you who subscribed to the channel today. Thank you again, Elaine, for the super sticker. And to everybody who supports the channel daily, I truly appreciate you guys more than you know. And hopefully tomorrow we have ourselves a good time as well. It could be a good show. It could not. We don't know. We have to tune in to see. Anyway, I do hope that you guys are having a great day. And if not, remember that there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all later, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.